Davis was kind of beating himself up about some of the third downs, but first down seemed like an issue and second down. How much of third down is a product of what comes before that, and how can you kind of fix that?
Yeah, you got to be better on first down. You got to get more positive gains on first down. So I know he took a lot of grief to himself for it, but I thought he played pretty well and made some plays for us and did some things. I mean, he out of pocket plays, touchdowns both times. So he took a lot of the blame, but as a team we got to be better on first down.
Anthony?
It seems like the first 5 games or so, Kalel was forcing a lot of missed tackles and then not as much the last few weeks. I mean, is there a reason for that? Is it blocking? Is he working through something? Or a combination of things?
I mean, really just, again, same thing. On normal downs, you got to be better. When there's somebody right in his face right now, it's hard to make the guy miss. He did a really good job of getting the ball back to the line of scrimmage if we needed him to and, progressing. So, for us, we just got to be better as a team.
Right here, Aaron.
When you reviewed the film from Saturday's game, how did you feel you guys as a staff did comparing the guys?
Yeah, I think you saw 2 different halves. You saw the first half where it didn't feel like there was enough energy, enough excitement. Thought the team, I thought they were prepared and mentally ready to play, but just didn't execute. But the second half, it felt like it came out. But what you saw was a test of like what the culture is. Guys never quit. Our players kept fighting all the way to the end, and had many chances to make it a 1-score game. Had a possible pick. I thought it was a great call by Wink with the alignment and the movement, giving them a show of one look and giving them another. Almost created a pick, and then had a chance to get down in the red zone and score a touchdown. But credit to them, they're a good football team. So that's credit to them as well.
You guys had some in-game issues as well, substitution, penalties, everything else. What would you chalk all that up to?
I mean, the one penalty with the special teams, we got to clean that up. And then really there was only one substitution deal, which hadn't really happened all year with any tempo deal. So that was one that we definitely have to take care of.
Noah?
Will Johnson, Jair Hill were both out on Saturday. What's their status, and could you see either of them playing this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, both working through it, pushing. Seems like Jair's working. He's trending on probably playing, but we'll see. And then we'll see with Will how he goes this week.
On the left, Ryan?
Obviously, a lot of new faces on staff this year. Just how would you assess the whole coaching operation through 8 games this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just got to continue to get better. You got to find ways to get better in every way and put our guys in the best position. We are where we are with our record, but you got a chance to go fight and go win some more games. So that's the goal.
Have you changed much from like the start of the year to now as far as preparation or coaching wise with the guys at all?
We've changed different practice things and schedules of how we've progressed through practice. I mean, as you go through the year, you get more banged up and do different things, so you've got to adjust the players. So, we'll keep adjusting and making the best game plans available to go win.
The right, Larry?
As you reviewed the first review, did it appear that the replay that showed that he dropped it came after they had already decided, like it was too late? And can you share like mechanics? Do you have somebody in the box that's their only job looking at replays?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all looking at every play, and the review, the angles that were shown for us to see weren't shown at the time, so we didn't see the drop. But I think it's knowledge that all the plays should be reviewed. So that's something that, obviously you saw the TV copy of the ball went right through the guy's hands and hit the ground. So it should have been reviewed, and but we'll leave it at that.
And how about, do you have someone that's their job, only job? Or?
Yeah, we have guys in the box. Everybody watches every play and every film, so I think that's a collective effort of everybody always watching that. So whether that angle in the box, we didn't see it initially, whatever it is, but it was obviously seen on the TV copy.
Tony?
Yeah, Sherrone, first 6 or so weeks, I mean, really we're able to lean on this run defense and count on it. A lot top 10 early. Last couple of weeks kind of been gashed a little bit, I guess. Is that just what happens, or I guess what have you seen the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I think early on in the game, those guys did a really good job of spreading it sideline to sideline, and then they got some creases. It's not like there's been just a load of explosive runs in the run game. They've had to definitely earn it, and we've made them earn it. So you got a really good team you played last week. So really good team and a really good scheme. So we got to do a better job fitting our gaps and doing those things to stop the run.
Another good one on Saturday, obviously, in the run and stopping the run. I guess just how key is I know you're asked about getting Cloud going again, and then on the other side.
Yeah, huge. We got to do that. We've got to put together the best plan to do that, and that's the plan to do.
John?
Yeah, your general thoughts on Indiana, but Coach Signetti really loaded up out of the portal on his offense in particular. Could you talk a little bit about walking that line in this new world between recruiting on this side and portal on this side? Yeah,
it's part of it. You got to figure out how you want to build the program, whether it's with the high school range or all in the portal or a mix of both. We're always going to rely on our high school players and the guys we want to build from within and build that and keep the culture. But yeah, you're going to have those transfer guys to supplement different spots, which we'll have and we'll continue to do. So he's done obviously an unbelievable job of what he's done with his team. They play disciplined, they play fast, they play physical. Offensively, they do a really good job of spreading you out, but doing things, keeping it simple for their players and making it difficult for your defense. And defensively, they just play great team defense and try to make you make a mistake.
On the right, back right, Reiner?
Yeah, how do you explain, Indiana, I guess, making this kind of leap forward, and, Michigan kind of falling back at this stage? How do you explain how much transformation both programs have had in the last?
Yeah, I think for them, they just did a really good job of bringing in the right guys, bringing in the right people. And I think Coach Signetti's done an unbelievable job with building the program how he has. He's done it before, done it in the past. And for us, we just got to continue to do what we need to do to progress. So we're looking at the future, looking at this game, looking at today, and trying to figure out how we can get better today. And that's what we're going to go do.
Angelique?
Sherrone, you've been an offense coordinator, obviously. How would you, when you're evaluating Kirk, he's taking a lot of heat right now. How would you evaluate his performance?
Yeah, I think for us it's got to be a collective effort, on how we do this and how we, formulate the offense. So, got to just be better as a whole group. It's not just him. It's got to be everybody. Everybody's got to be a team, and we got to do everything together. So we'll figure out what's the best ways for us to continue to move the football and be successful.
And when you looked at the film, do you agree with that call on 4th and 5?
Just not the calls and all those things. Those are conversations we have internally.
I guess when you assess the team as a whole, what has lived up to the Michigan standard?
Obviously the record's not where we want it to be, but I love watching the fight. Like I just said, you go in the second half of that game, and a lot of teams would have laid down. A lot of teams would have said, it's over. Well, we told the team, we want to go out 3 and out, and then we want to go down and score, and that's what they did. So it's a lot of pride to do that, and that's the standard that you want to live up to. So the record's not where it is, but we want to keep fighting, and that's the goal, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
And then I guess, is that just the message to fans? 40 wins in 3 years, people maybe got a little spoiled, but still fighting for a bowl is the idea that this is the bottoming out and heading up soon? Yeah,
we're just going to keep fighting. We can't worry about outside noise, praise, or criticism, for us in this building, for these players. Like I said before, they're the most disappointed people in the world right now. So my job is to make sure that they're in a good headspace, make sure that they're taken care of, and we can continue to push forward in a positive way and continue to go try to win.
Dennis?
Could you give a little more clarity on those, the man over the center and also the Loveland replay? You have the operation. When you look back at it on tape, was there not anybody saying, call the timeout? And then on the TV copy, I don't know if you saw that, but Danielson seemed to be pretty clear that you guys didn't know the rule. Like, that was obviously you didn't survive the ground, and he knew it within 2 seconds. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about anything on the internet. I've kind of bogged out the internet and all the things going on there. But the rule basically just lining up on the center with that number. So something we got to adjust, we got to get better at, and we got to make sure we fix internally. And then felt like at that point in the game, the players were fighting. I wanted to fight for the players. It was a big time play by Colston, going up and making the catch, coming down with his elbow hitting the ground, his knee hit, his elbow hit, and it was too close to not fight for the players. So that's what I was going to do.
As far as building on something towards this week in the second half, there's probably a few things that you could look at that you guys did to build on.
Yeah, obviously, the stops that we had on defense, and then offensively how we moved the ball, especially on that first drive and coming out of halftime, building on that. So the job now is to continue to get better, to continue to fight, and continue to strive to make positive impacts on the team, and that's what we're going to go do.
Charles?
Yeah, you mentioned the win-loss record obviously isn't where you want it to be, but one win from bowl eligibility. What's the importance of getting that 6th win?
Yeah, we got to get it. It's huge for us, huge for the program. It just gives you another chance, an opportunity to go play football, to get better, and impact this team, and put another win in the win column.
What's the key to getting that 6th win, whether it be this week or in the following 2?
Yeah, I mean, really just, the same things that we all talk about. Take care of the football, take away the football, and then got to create explosive plays in the pass and run game, and limit those on defense.
Austin?
Sherrone, what's been the response from recruits this year compared to maybe years when you were undefeated at this point in the season? Do they have different questions for you, and how have they just sort of responded to this season?
I mean, obviously I can't talk about recruits, but I think they see the atmosphere. I think they see what has happened. I think they understand the vision that we explained to them and what this is going to be like, and it's been pretty positive. We've got some good commitments, got some good guys to join the family, and look to continue that trend.
Got time for a few more. Aaron?
On that note, early signing day is a month out. You don't have a quarterback committed yet. How confident are you that you're going to have a quarterback enrolled?
We'll be fine. Yep.
On the left, Ryan?
You guys talked after the game about starting faster offensively. How much of your game plan offensively is scripted going into games, and maybe how frequently do you guys differ or veer from that game plan?
Yeah, it's scripted. A lot of the stuff, like, and even when I was coordinator, I had a first 15. Sometimes it'd be a 10, or depending on the game and the team we were playing. So it's scripted out, and the guys practice it for at least 2 days and know exactly what it is. So, just got to do a better job executing it. When you got a good football team, they've got plays they want to run. So for us, that's what it's going to come down to, execution.
Reiner?
Yeah, considering, the optimism that you projected, I guess, and the confidence during the preseason, how much are you surprised that you guys are where you are at this point in the season?
Yeah, I mean, I can't worry about what's happened in the past. All I can worry about is today and tomorrow. So that's all I'm worried about. And continue to push forward and get better, and that's the only thing I'm concerned about.
Angelique?
Sherrone, Gentry's out for the season.
Yeah.
Can you, what did?
Foot injury of some sort. So he'll be back healthy in the spring, but yeah, he'll be out for the rest of the year.
And Percy was hurt, and Link was limping a little bit after the game. Are those guys, what's their status?
Yeah, Percy got a lower body extremity thing, which I think he'll end up being okay. So we'll see how it works out this week, and then Link ended up being okay.
Last question here, Tony.
I know there's optimism early about Rod Moore. Is he going to play at all this year?
We'll see. I'm not really sure. I'm not 100% sure where he's trending. I know he's been moving around a little bit, but we'll always just go with the doctor's opinion, and then be more cautious than anything with that.
And then last, is there any thought to you taking over play call?
No, we haven't talked about that yet.